Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Bears franchise. We got a big game against the Seahawks. Mic a little bit closer to me. Here we go. We got an X Factor halfback to deal with. Chris Carson. Let's slow him down. Can keep this streak going. Won 5 games. Doing pretty well. Let's look at the scouting news, if there's any. Kind of neglected that. So, skating on thin turf. Drew Bush, pretty good linebacker. Orlando Westbrook. Wearing down. Looks like he's going to fall in the draft as well. Not as well, but fall in the draft. There's Drew Bush. He's a speed rusher. First round talent. Looks pretty good actually. No, he's not. He might actually fall. Who knows? Wow. Want a quarterback, you gotta go early. Look for a running back later on in the draft. But here we go. We are going to... Well, here we did have the trade last episode. We're going to see the first start of our rookie running back. Be pretty interesting to say the least. We can play all of these play well. So superstar X Factors: Jamal Adams, Roquan Smith, Chris Carson, Russell Wilson, Clayton Judge, Khalil Mack, Allen Robinson, Paris McKinley, and Denzel Mims. Let's do this, baby. Here.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago.
Like it's going to be 20 degrees tomorrow where I'm at. Wow. 20 degrees. Hype. 20-degree hype. Hype it up. 20 degrees. You can see I'm pretty hyped for that. But here's the funny part. It's still snowing. We have the next winter storm that was out in Colorado hitting us now. Indiana and, well, I think it's going to snow for the next couple of days more. Good thing I don't actually have to go to Chicago for a doctor's appointment or anything like that. It's great. Driving in this would not be fun.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out.
So I did mess with the sliders last episode, so you did see that. We'll see how they play. Elam's going to check in here.
On first down, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. This is the Oklahoma State.
Ooh, come on, Khalil. You gotta make that tackle.
About 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Elam is out there. Let's go.
Feel good about yourselves. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the
Already having some great play from him. His first tackle today. His first start. Another screen and nowhere to go. Roquan and Jalen.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they really wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the double off to the back.
I thought I could have gapped that and worked my way to the left.
You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
All right, Judge. 15-2. We did have an interception that was picked, and then he fumbled it and we recovered it, so it doesn't count.
Talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship
At this rate, it is definitely a not just a Pro Bowl season, but Jesus,
care about him.
Applewhite.
Really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him.
This is also a attempted an MVP season is Cohen, close to the first down.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they
If Monty can grab this. Got it, first down. Good power run up the middle.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
Blitz.
When they're that high powered, you gotta find a way to hold 120. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll take this from
Good run there by Montgomery.
gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't blitz.
Toss left to Montgomery.
I just needed that block.
He'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And I was probably taking at least the first down.
Their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
57, Mike, 57. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this.
Darnell Mooney up the sideline, first down.
Up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Screen, watch the screen.
Darnell Mooney. Good play.
Red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But we got word now Carson Wentz is going to the Colts, so
That they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. As they controlled the blocking and
in our Dolphins franchise, the trade was correct. We'll see if we get the Derek Carr trade to Chicago correct. I would actually like that trade. Got it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning
That is one in real life that
drive right
the
there.
Bears missed from Tariq Cohen after he had that ACL injury. My opinion, I think if they go, they have Tariq Cohen the entire year, they likely
Now after the touchdown, here's
place high in the wild card.
takes this about 5 yards
Probably
deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin
Probably
at
at
the
6.
24-yard line.
Maybe one more higher.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive, and hoping to do better.
They would have
than
played
did last possession when they
Seattle.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
56.
Tell them that they
Mike,
control your
56,
fate.
right there.
Leverage downs, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down, second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First play of the drive going for 14.
I don't know if they would have actually had a chance to beat Seattle, but
So from the 39 now, they'll come
in
up.
Seattle and back to
This is Carson.
Packers.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And in the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
56. Now watch one. Take 4.
He's going to let this go. Back of the
Oh, Eddie Jackson!
intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And
Let's go.
there is his guys.
Need some good safety play from Eddie Jackson.
Start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. And they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be corralled out.
Carry on the outside.
Field down to the 45. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
I think Jamal Adams is not going to be faked out by this now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Able to connect with
I wanted to give that to
down to the 30.
Cohen out of the backfield, but all right.
There and another first down.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. There's the first carry for Drake Cohen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery.
Ooh, we almost had that in the end zone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on
They'll run for it with Montgomery.
Touchdown.
Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost...
I like Barrett, but
The blocks were made up front.
I got going with Monty and
At the line of scrimmage and down
Cohen right now is just
finish to the run, all the way into the end zone.
it's too good.
Touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And
Eddie
ultimately,
Pinheiro getting in there with the tackle.
and if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
Ooh, almost picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
What's going on with these older quarterbacks, man?
To throw again. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson.
Oh, wow.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Fuller knocks it away from Metcalf. It's a good one-on-one try. I'll give you that.
Draw play. This is Carson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Roquan, man.
Trying to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you
Just missed him.
game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just starting and going right now. That's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking
And
about.
96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he gets this one
Good
just
play.
shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They're not ready for this. They not.
Montgomery, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll play fake here on first down.
They bid on it. Allen Robinson. Let's go. They bit on the play action.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one.
Tariq Cohen is in.
Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're only down 3 scores. Bringing out here or inability to get any points up. This this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The biggest multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Now Wilson on first down. Quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! 56 to Mike.
To throw again is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's the play. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
56. Mike, 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Trying to and he will score. Touchdown.
Little block on the outside, couldn't get there.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
David Montgomery will take the field for the Bears' next position. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
3 bud.
That's complete to Mooney. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19.
Robinson again.
Half number 1.
Yo.
They look to throw now on first down. Gonna let one fly.
Ooh.
Robinson, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down.
50.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Under 10.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Good one.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL.
Tried to go long for it, but
it's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
this bug.
We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Arizona in town to take on Minnesota.
Jordan Love, that's
They're
right.
drawing
He's
close
in
to halftime
Minnesota.
with the Vikings out on top. D.D. Westbrook, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see there is the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass.
That's a thing.
Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they lead the visiting L.A. Chargers at half.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Get to Mims there.
what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson.
Quick throw there on the curl.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. First down and run with Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96.
Who that? Who that?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Cole Kmet over the middle.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
One-handed grab by A-Rob.
really locked in on offense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Switch.
On first down, it's Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Pretty quiet. Hey, 96.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it's a fumble. And this is going to
Was out of bounds, but all right.
Fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to
Nice
put points on
dropped.
the board.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4.
Oh, 41 to 10.
It's good. And that will push this lead.
Texans are just not good.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see the offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40,
Wow.
and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Okay.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 56. Mike's 56.
From the shotgun, Wilson, open man, Ross complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Wilson.
Come on, D.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Right here, right here. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Danny.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Mike's 56.
Young there, unblocked.
Ball incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson.
And there it is, Nichols with the sack.
Back at the 31. Bilal Nichols with a big-time sack.
Good outside contain to get on that screenplay there.
Set up that screen, try to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, let's just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides? Absolutely. All right, let's start defensively.
Come on.
They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They'll air this one out from Mims. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Oh, hit as he throws there.
I should have dumped it off.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, they'll throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh! It was there, but
Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And it's a big turnover there on the final play.
I needed to lead him more.
Back now at Soldier Field.
Not so much in the middle of the field.
We're now 1st and 10. At the back to 32.
Check 56.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 down.
Throwing again. Wilson.
Watch the slant.
Got stuck.
Up to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes
Stuck
it
on
across the
Roquan.
40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Right there. 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back and keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. There's Wilson. It's Ross, complete.
Come on, Roquan.
He's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They gonna need some therapy.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw to Disley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. So they will accept the penalty.
I just say I actually was all up in his grill.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Short throw to Disley. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be in.
Drop, knocked out by Phil Tor.
That one, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson.
And that's picked off by Amani Hooker. Let's go.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit.
Not enough space to fit that through.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses.
Good run.
Run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you know,
Strong run there.
his point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Mooney. And they work this well up.
Good lob pass to Darnell Mooney.
A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 96 is coming. We're going Mike 96. Here I come again.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone get...
Fake to Horsted, and he's going to have it.
They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake.
Did not see that coming, did you?
To pick up the first down.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now with shotgun handoff. And he's going to be down at the 35.
Not going to give the ball back.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now,
Touchdown, Chicago!
Saw the blitz, the possible blitz out there.
Touchdown on the season.
Do it quick to Cole Kmet.
Onto their lead.
They bid on the play action to both go on Montgomery, and
Pinheiro now
that's
to
a
have the
TD.
extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw is secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On first down, Wilson.
Let's go. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with
Knocked out by Fuller.
The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He goes right back.
What a catch.
Complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw again is Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Underneath to Carson. And he goes
Would have had that ball.
a
A pick.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Check 52.
And his throw here's
He would normally hit that
At
pass.
this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
58, boy, good touch.
on third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Mike 56. Mike.
Now Wilson.
Oh, and Elam should have had that.
Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one, let's be honest.
What? 56. Check 56. You can't block me. You
It
can't
took
block
them
me.
an extra look,
56
but they
Mike.
found out it is a
56
touchdown
Mike.
indeed. The
Watch the
official
run.
says this one counts. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim, and I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
All right, one more kneel, and that's it.
Seconds left on the clock. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. And they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down.
Pretty decent game here. We had 2 interceptions. Should have been a third by Elam. He just drops it. Eddie Jackson.
Like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our
Pretty good game by Judge.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching.
Monty, 86 yards. Cohen, 35. Touchdowns by Wilson, Montgomery, and Cohen. Fumble there by Judge, but that one went out of bounds. Passing, it's going to be Allen Robinson with 84, Mooney with 76, Cole Kmet with 72. Touchdowns, Cole Kmet, Tim Lawton, Three Cohen. Total tackles, Shaquille Griffin, Mark Elam in his first game starting. Sacks, one by Nichols. Interceptions by Hooker, Eddie Jackson, Quandre Diggs. Oh. I made good decisions there, and we come away with a win. Catching traffic, short route. Okay. Shaquille Barrett. Catching, short route. Catching needs some help. Man to man. Agility, nice, man. Coverage awareness. Jonathan Mason. Pass coverage. He's our reserve center right now. Tristan Dunlap. All right, we got X Factor corner and halfback with Saquon Barkley. Jesus, Saquon. Okay, let's see. Review this Giants team. Gary Higgins is taking over for Price. Price did have some injuries. Higgins, though, was third year out of Miami. Doing some work. Price was drafted the same draft. Okay. Interesting. Saquon, Gordon Lambert, 80 overall. Mike Brittingham, Elijah Penny, Darius Slayton, Michael Gallup, Deontay Harris, Kevin Michaels, only 23 years old. Okay. Jimmy Lamb. Another guy. Helping his route running. Evan Ingram, Joshua Johnson, Andrew Thomas, Will Hernandez, Lamont Gillard, Drew Forbes, Matthew Peart, Dexter Lawrence, Glenn Peterson. Okay, came into the year league a little bit late. Leonard Williams, Bryce House, Dalvin Tomlinson, 4, Josh Lasley. Okay. Will Cooper, Renzo Carter, Alex Anzalone, Malik Harrison, or Die, Harold Landry, Matthew Adkins, the rookie, 86 overall. They're pretty good. And Luke Gatewood, for a little bit of him. Jerry Alexander, Brian Manning, who they drafted. Gonna be good for a long time. Desmond DiCarvalho is injured. I think his third year out of Georgia. John Bishop, Glenn Knoll, Xavier McKinney, Logan Ryan, Real Peppers, James Griffin. Russ Sharp's the kicker. Brian Anger is the punter. Here are the draft picks. We're out there without a second round pick. There you go. Thank y'all for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this win against Seattle. Pretty much protect the football. That was the biggest thing. Got some stops on defense. Russell tried to come back late, but went ahead and held him off. So we got our kryptonite in Saquon Barkley. We always have issues with the Giants, and we have to contain him. So go and leave a like below, guys. Comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.